Alright, just an update. Samara's been sending this guard today. Thanks, babe. Oh, running away. So that guard's ready to go. I'm replacing that door. Motor is in. Engine mounts have been made. See if I can aim some light down here so you can see. Oops. Oh. There's one. So all I need to do with that is I need to get some nylon and space up the desired size I need. And here's the other one. So yeah, I'm happy as with how they turned out. Turned out really well. Motor is sitting amazingly in there. Clears the strut brace and everything by a fair bit, as you can see. So I've just put the intake on and I've got my fuel rail in there now. It's black so you can kind of not see it, but that's in there now, and I've deleted everything off that intake that I didn't need. So it's actually looking quite bare, that intake, but yeah, stock and ugly enough anyway. So now I'm going to pick up my gearbox up right there, and I'm going to put the bell housing adapter, new bell housing, sorry, on it, and then pull the motor out, install the clutch, and then put the box on the back, and then put it back in the car. And then I'm probably going to have to actually cut out the gearbox tunnel so that I can put a gearbox on it. So yeah, let's get into that. Alright, gearbox is on the ground. Got it out of the corner. Does not look big on the camera, but it's freaking massive. So what I'm going to do is unbolt the bell housing, pull this off. It unbolts just here. This will all come off with a concentric slave, and then I'll put the other one on. This is a TR6060 out of a Series 2 VE Commodore. Pretty sure they also come in an FG Turbo Falcon. So yeah, you know, the quality cars in Australia. So yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so I've got all these parts laid out here on the ground. The Mantic clutch with its flywheel to suit, and the Castlemaine bell housing to suit T6060 or T56 onto J. Let's chuck it together. Alright, so I've just got the the bell housing off. It's actually relatively easy. And the concentric slave, silly idea. And box itself. Oh, look at the shaft on it. Oh, it's thick. What was that? So now I will bolt the concentric slave on that's in here. Let's open it up again. Name's Bond. James Bond. Because, you know, I feel like there should be guns in here. Oh, look at it. Would you just look at it? There's the concentric slave. Bolt that on. Bolt the bell housing on. Bolt it on. Still burn out. Keen as a bean. Alright, bell housing and concentric slave is on. For some reason the bolts they gave me to bolt the concentric slave on didn't reach all the way through, as there's a spacer behind it that must space it out the right distance so that it can engage on the pressure plate properly. So I had to use some Allen keys that I had here to get them on, but that's okay. Hot tip, this doesn't fit through this hole. So yeah, I'm not taking the bell housing off to fix that. I'm just going to cut the hole a bit bigger. So yeah, now I'm going to pull the motor out of the car, bolt the flywheel and clutch on and the gearbox on, and then I'm going to put it back in the car and see if I need to cut the tunnel This bell housing is actually a lot smaller than that bell housing, so I'm hoping I don't need to, but if I do, it's no biggie. I'll take the dash out and I'll start cutting. Alright, let's do this. Okay, the motor's out. Empty bay once more. I'll bolt the flywheel on now, and then I'll line the clutch, bolt the clutch on, torque everything up, and then I'll bolt the gearbox on. The joys. Alright, clutch is all on. So, let's pull this lining tool out. Oh, it's a bit tight. Spicy. Better make sure it lines back up, hey? Yep, cool. Alright. That's what we want. Now we'll put the gearbox on. Still going to have to put that line in there, and then we'll put it on and get it in the car. It's getting pretty late. I think it's about 1 o'clock, so we better hustle. Alright guys, just got the gearbox on. This is pretty effing heavy, but it's on now. Now I'll try to get in the car. I think what's going to be the issue is starter motor is on this side, and usually it's on that side. So you can see in here that it kind of has a clearance for the tunnel over that side compared to over this side, so we'll see how we go. Okay, motor's back in the car, except this time it has the gearbox attached to it. This is my trusty gearbox mount at the moment. Samara gave me the good idea. So I just need to get this on the hoist now and make a gearbox mount. But it actually fits quite well. The only part I needed to clearance is that part just in there where the starter motor is, which I thought was going to hit. I literally only had to pry it across about 10 mil, and now it all clears fine. So just about to move the car back into its little spot. It's pretty late again tonight. I think it's about 3:30 at the moment. I'm keen to go home and have a shower and then start fresh in the morning to finish a couple of these customers' cars off and then get back into this again. See you tomorrow.